Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After dropping 500 pounds, Tammy Slaton was called skinny as she flaunted her weight loss in tight jeans. The 1,000-pound sister star has been proudly showing her slimmed down figure, and fans are in awe. Keep reading for more details and to see how incredible she looks. Tammy Slaton called skinny in tight jeans. It has been a long road for Tammy Slaton as 1,000-pound sisters fans have seen. She was struggling to get down to an ideal weight for surgery. There was therapy and a lot of work she had to do on herself, and it was a struggle. Finally, Tammy lost more than enough to undergo weight loss surgery, and she did not stop there. She proceeded to continue slimming down and eventually was eligible for skin removal. That changed her life, and she has talked about how she is around a medium shirt. There was one point where she and her sister, Amy Slaton, were discussing their sizes. Amy was shocked to learn Tammy was now smaller than she was. Yet Tammy has had the eye of the tiger, and now she is showing it off in tight jeans. After fans saw how incredible and tiny Tammy looked, they immediately chimed in. One wrote this as Tammy posed in a pink t-shirt and skinny, bootcut jeans. "Who is this skinny lady?" She was virtually unrecognizable but was glowing all the same. It was clear that Tammy Slaton was feeling herself and was extremely confident in her new body. The reality star proceeded to twirl in order to show off her full outfit and radiated happiness. Aside from her new body, the 1,000-pound sister star is also engaged to Andrea Dalton. Therefore, she has a lot to celebrate and be thankful for. Followers are obsessed with Tammy's journey and love seeing how far she has come. Moreover, they adore her happiness and have waited a very long time for this version of Tammy to shine through. Tammy radiates. 1,000-pound sisters fans cannot believe how far Tammy Slaton has come since the show started 7 seasons ago. They love how relaxed, funny, and positive she has become and feel she is finally the person she was always meant to be. She is tiny, and many feel it must have been hard to carry all of the extra weight around. Her frame is quite small. She must have been in so much pain carrying all that weight. She looks so good. Amazing. I never thought she would be thinner than Amy. I haven't seen if there's any recent pic of Amy, but I imagine she keeps gaining. Good work, Tammy. This has been an incredible time for Tammy, and she is not letting anyone hold her back. Not only is she skinny, but she is feeling herself. Are you shocked at how far Tammy has come, and are you excited to follow her as she keeps on going? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. For years, Tammy Slaton was known as the fiery, stubborn, and oftentimes controversial star of TLC's 1,000-pound sisters. Alongside her sister Amy, she documented the brutal and often heartbreaking reality of living with extreme obesity. Tammy, who once tipped the scale at over 700 pounds, was confined to a wheelchair, reliant on oxygen, and fighting for her life with every labored breath. But now, as fans double-take at recent photos showing Tammy confidently strutting in a pair of tight jeans, one word dominates the comment sections: skinny. It's more than just a comment, it's a cultural moment. A woman once written off by the public, media, and even some doctors is now being celebrated for pulling off the impossible. But how did she get here? And what does skinny mean in a world where weight loss is rarely just about numbers? This is the story of how Tammy Slaton dropped over 500 pounds, slipped into a pair of jeans that hug her newly trimmed figure, and reminded the world that transformation isn't just physical. It's spiritual. The beginning, trapped in a body that betrayed her, Tammy Slaton's rise to fame was anything but glamorous. When 1,000-Pound Sisters debuted in 2020, the world was introduced to Tammy and Amy, two Kentucky sisters whose combined weight exceeded 1,000 pounds. While Amy was able to qualify for bariatric surgery early in the series, Tammy struggled both emotionally and physically. Tammy faced a slew of obstacles: food addiction, mobility issues, sleep apnea, and deep-seated trauma that often came out in emotional eating and explosive outbursts. She would self-sabotage, skip appointments, and bristle at constructive criticism. Many viewers, though fascinated, began to wonder if she would live long enough to complete her weight loss journey. Tammy, however, refused to be a tragic statistic. The turning point, a health crisis and a wake-up call. In late 2021, Tammy suffered a severe health crisis that left her in a medically induced coma. Her oxygen levels had plummeted and doctors scrambled to stabilize her. For days, her family and fans feared the worst. But the coma proved to be a wake-up call. When Tammy regained consciousness, she was faced with two choices: continue down the path of self-destruction or fight like hell to survive. And for the first time in a long time, she chose to fight. After being released from the hospital, she checked herself into a rehab facility specializing in food addiction and extreme weight loss. The facility required discipline, therapy, and a full commitment to change. Tammy began to shed pounds, not just the physical weight, but the emotional burdens that had anchored her for decades. And she didn't stop. The journey, losing over 500 pounds. By early 2023, Tammy had lost enough weight to qualify for bariatric surgery. The procedure, though risky, was successful. What followed was nothing short of a metamorphosis. Over the next year, she continued to lose weight, pound after pound, until the total exceeded 500 pounds. Her face thinned. Her eyes, once tired and swollen, became sharp and expressive. Her arms shrank. Her legs moved more freely. And one day, she did something she hadn't done in years. She walked unassisted. Fans watched in disbelief as Tammy posted videos walking outside without her oxygen tank, shopping for clothes in mainstream stores, and climbing stairs without stopping to catch her breath. But perhaps the biggest jaw-dropper came in the form of one simple, now viral photo. Tammy, standing in front of a mirror, wearing tight blue jeans and a fitted t-shirt. "You look skinny," the internet reacts. Within minutes of the photo hitting Instagram and TikTok, it spread like wildfire. Comments flooded in. "OMG Tammy! You look skinny, girl. You're glowing, sis. That confidence is everything. That waistline is giving. Who knew jeans could look like that on you? Tammy, you're not the same person. I'm so proud of you." People weren't just praising her weight loss, they were admiring her vibe. In the photo, Tammy's smile was confident. Her hand was on her hip. She wasn't trying to hide anymore. She was standing proud, unapologetically herself, and finally dressing how she wanted to dress. Tight jeans, once an impossible dream, now looked like they were made for her. Fashion as freedom. The symbolism of those jeans. It might seem silly to make such a fuss over jeans. But for Tammy, that denim was a declaration of independence. Throughout her adult life, Tammy was confined to oversized muumuus, shapeless t-shirts, and garments designed more for necessity than expression. Shopping meant ordering from specialty catalogs or relying on limited online options. Fashion wasn't about self-expression, it was about survival. But now, Tammy was browsing mall stores, trying on clothes for fun, posing for photos because she liked how she looked, not just documenting her progress. Her tight jeans symbolized something larger than style, they symbolized freedom. She didn't just fit into a new size, she stepped into a new life. The emotional weight loss, healing from the inside out, Behind every transformation photo is a story of deep emotional labor. Tammy's weight wasn't just about food, it was about pain, fear, and loneliness. Throughout the seasons of 1,000-Pound Sisters, fans watched her lash out, break down, and isolate herself. But post-surgery, Tammy started therapy. She reconnected with her spiritual side. She took accountability. She stopped blaming everyone else for her pain and began to rebuild her inner world. She repaired relationships with family members, including her sister Amy, with whom she had a famously volatile bond. She made new friends. She focused on gratitude. In a recent interview, she said, "I used to eat because I hated myself. Now I treat my body with kindness because I like who I'm becoming." Dating, confidence, and a new life chapter. Tammy's newfound confidence hasn't gone unnoticed in the dating world either. Rumors have circulated about her seeing someone new, a supportive partner who encourages her health journey and matches her energy. She's been spotted at events, on dates, and even dancing at a small-town fair, yes, dancing, without her walker or oxygen tube. For someone who once struggled to move across a room, it's a staggering leap forward. Tammy is no longer just surviving. She's living. Beyond the scale, redefining what skinny means. Let's be clear, Tammy Slaton may not fit into a size 2. She may never appear on the cover of a high-fashion magazine. But when fans say she looks skinny, they're tapping into something deeper than BMI. They see a woman who beat the odds, who climbed out of the darkest chapter of her life, who dares to wear what she wants, love who she wants, and live how she wants. Skinny here means liberated. It means healthy, mobile, joyful, and empowered. In a world obsessed with physical perfection, Tammy reminds us that true beauty is found in progress, resilience, and owning your narrative, even if that narrative includes struggle, reality TV drama, and viral TikToks. What's next for Tammy Slaton? Tammy's not done. Not even close. She's hinted at launching a plus-size clothing line that focuses on style, comfort, and dignity. She's working on a memoir about her weight loss journey and mental health evolution. TLC producers are reportedly in talks for a solo spin-off centered on Tammy's new life. And she continues to engage with fans online, posting workout videos, health updates, and the occasional mirror selfie in those now iconic jeans. But most importantly, she's building a sustainable life. One that isn't defined by fame, numbers, or aesthetics, but by peace. A real-life redemption arc. Tammy Slaton's weight loss is more than a headline or a viral photo. It's a masterclass in persistence, humility, and the human spirit. She wasn't an overnight success. She failed. She relapsed. She almost died. But she got back up again and again until the scale, the skeptics, and even her own fears had to bow down. Today, she walks taller, breathes easier, and looks damn good in denim. And if that's not a success story, what is? So yes, call her skinny. Call her stunning. Call her unstoppable. Just don't call her done.